Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kellyanne from Divine Messages and the High Priestess Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. This is going to be a collective reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Libra. I'll be taking a look at your recent past as well as your present and near future energies for you. I'll also be looking at any obstacles or challenges that you're currently working through, and I'll be asking Spirit for advice or messages to help you along on your soul's journey today. I've already pre-shuffled with your energy, Libra, so that we can get started. Remember that if this reading does not resonate with you, please be sure to take a look at your moon, which is your emotions, and also at your Venus or rising signs if you know them, because there may be some information there that can be helpful for you, okay? As a side note, if you are a double Libra, meaning that you have a sun and a moon in the sign of Libra, this reading will definitely resonate with you because tonight is a full moon in Libra. So what that means is, because the moon has to do with your emotions, this is the sign of partnership. This is falling in love. This is closely relating to someone else, right? Having that connection. It's a great opportunity for you to try to also, focus on yourself, maybe have a makeover, look to improve your relationship together. Also to see the other person through like the eyes of love so that it will change your perspective about things. Overall, this energy is like a win-win outcome, when the moon is in Libra, because Libra is all about balance, right? It's all about partnership, equality, justice, fairness, working alongside another person in a fair and reciprocal way, right? So even if your moon is not in Libra, that's still something to take into consideration. And if it is, please light those intention candles and speak your affirmations out loud tonight at the full moon, because it's a great night to make things happen. Okay? All right. So that being said, we're going to begin our reading. And I was saying, sorry, I had to put my puppy away. Even if your moon is not in Libra, this is still going to be a collective general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Libra, regardless, okay? So let's begin, all right? Again, I've already pre-shuffled, so we can get started, okay? Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my loved ones, and my ancestors that have crossed over, thank you for this gift of divination, and thank you for your blessings and your protection. As I attempt to clarify and interpret these messages and advice that you are channeling through me today, I ask that you please be as clear as possible so that I may interpret them correctly and provide guidance to my seekers. Okay, so let's begin. So currently, I am looking at the death card, which is representing any current challenges or obstacles that you're currently facing. A lot of people freak out when they see the death card, don't. The death card really has to do with something dying out or something changing, okay? It has to do with something coming to an end for the sake of a new beginning to happen. It doesn't necessarily mean the passing of someone. So sometimes when people see that, they go, oh, they freak out. It really has to do with change, right? Something may be ending in order for something to begin, or it has to do with a significant change. Now, because this is coming up in your position of a current challenge or an obstacle that you're facing, what I'm strongly getting is that you or your person may be having a difficult time coping or dealing with an ending that may have happened or some kind of significant change in your life. So I'm going to clarify that and get some cards for you in a moment about that. Okay, so let's take a look at the recent past energy. All right, well, too many spirit. Recent past energy for Libra, and we'll see what's going on. Okay, recent past energy for Libra. 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 All right, so we have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune upright. And we have the Six of Wands in reverse. Wheel of Fortune is major for Gemini. Well, no, I'm sorry. No, it's not. It's major for Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. It's a fixed sign. I was thinking of the Magician. I don't know why, and that's Gemini. But anyway. So what I'm strongly getting here is you are in your head and worried about something. You're very, very anxious here in the recent past. You are having sleepless nights. You feel completely stressed out, insomnia, anxiety about something going on. And what I'm strongly getting is that this anxiety was based on you possibly not feeling successful in a recent endeavor or a relationship or a partnership with somebody. It was you basically feeling like this person was not paying you any mind or not paying attention to you. Possibly you felt like you were not being heard, or they were not listening to your opinions about something, or you just really overall were not feeling recognized. Okay? Now, with this Wheel of Fortune card, it is showing that in the recent past, there was a positive turn of events here where you might have experience like an upturn or a stroke of good luck, right? But with this Page of Wands here in reverse, I'm getting that there may have been an idea in your head, or you may have been thinking about something that you might want to move toward, something that you're very passionate about, something that you'd be interested in pursuing, but for some reason that never got off the table. And it could be because you were so worried about the other person kind of acknowledging you or making you feel like you were supported in this decision. And because you weren't receiving that, maybe you kind of lost your motivation to pursue this thing. We're not really sometimes able to pursue things when we feel like the other person's not backing us, right? So maybe that's how you felt. So we're going to clarify that and see what's going on. All right, so let's start with this Death card, Major for Scorpio, and see what's going on. Why is the Death card coming out as the recent challenge or the current challenge, I should say, for my Libra viewers? Why is the Death card here? Why is the Death card here? Why is the Death card here? Let me know when you're ready, please. Okay, so this ending in your recent past may have had something to do with your financial stability in your home or in your family, okay? It's showing me with the Ten of Pentacles that perhaps you are very much concerned about something being over, possibly a relationship or some kind of situation being over. And because of that, you were very, very worried about your finances, or possibly your finances became such an issue in terms of your home life because you were so concerned about, if everybody was going to be taken care of, if you were going to remain financially stable, or whatever this is. It had to do with security and financial stability in your home. Okay? So that would make sense why you were, having a hard time processing this ending. But let's talk about this Page of Wands. What was this idea? What was this kind of idea that you might have been having about pursuing? Now, sometimes pages can be children. They kind of represent like an immature, younger energy. So maybe this was a child's idea about this situation. Maybe they had some input there. But typically pages represent like a messenger. It could be like an invitation, but generally it's just like an idea that nothing's really been done about. It's just like a thought, like the initial thought of something. Why is the Page of Wands here? Okay. Yeah, and now you have the Page of Wands in the upright. So it's like you were very motivated about something. You had an idea about something, but then somehow your mojo got squashed, right? You kind of pulled back on your energy. You felt like you were not motivated. You felt like you were insecure about pursuing this. You felt like you just no longer were able to go after this for whatever reason. And for some reason, I'm thinking this Nine of Swords, this worried anxiety had something to do with this, okay, about not being successful. Maybe it was in your own head that you just felt like you couldn't make it, you couldn't pull it off. Why is this Nine of Swords here, please? Because it's showing that you had a stroke of good luck, but then for some reason, maybe you felt like you weren't going to be successful, or you weren't successful, and that left you in a place of of worry and doubt and fear. Why is this Nine of Swords here? Thank you. Oops, good one that flipped over. Yeah, the World. So for some reason, you were not able to have closure with something. You were not able to have a sense of completion with some kind of situation that left you in a very worried state. And I believe it has to do with something about your finances and some kind of ending that took place in the recent past. Okay? The World is very similar to the Wheel of Fortune in that it's also Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus energy, both fixed energies. So it's like, although you had a positive turn of events, something from the past just wasn't closing out, or you weren't having closure, and that prevented you from moving forward and feeling successful with this new endeavor. All right? Tell me about this wheel. Why is the wheel here for Libra? Why is the wheel here for Libra? Why is the wheel here for Libra? Yeah, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. So this is you really struggling to make a decision about something. You're trying to decide which way you should go with this. You're trying to make a choice. Except that it's very difficult because you can't bring your emotions into this decision. It has to be based on logic and facts. You have to be super logical about this choice. And that's what is making it very difficult for you. And I'm guessing that this choice had to do about closure or completion of a cycle, a life cycle, because you do have the tens here. So the tens are closing out one cycle and moving into something else. So whether this was an actual death of someone or whether this was, the death of a relationship or the death of a partnership, it's definitely some kind of ending or some kind of huge change that affected the way that you see things, and it's still presenting as a current obstacle for you, Libra. So let's move on to your current energy and see what's going on, okay? Okay, so we have the Four of Wands. So currently, your focus is on your home, your family. You're trying to establish or keep it together, right? You're trying to establish that sense of normalcy. You're trying to, maintain that family feeling of safety and security that we represent with, home life. You're trying to hold it down. And I am seeing the Two of Swords again in reverse, same thing as before. It's like you're trying to make a decision, but it's very difficult for you because it has to be a head over heart decision. And you have to be very logical. You have to use your facts, and you can't be emotional about this decision. So let's find out more and see what's going on. Okay. So we have the Chariot, major for Cancer, and we also have the Tower. So, Libra, what I'm strongly getting here is if it has not happened already, it's coming. There's going to be some kind of unexpected, huge change in your life where some way of living or a relationship or something is going to kind of fall apart or fall by the wayside in order for a new beginning to happen. When the Tower comes out, which is major for Scorpio, this is kind of like destruction for the sake of creation, right? When something is not working, no matter how hard we try to force it and force our will on others and try to convince them of things, if something is not meant for you, it's just not meant for you. And it's not going to matter how many times you try to tweak it and move things, to try to be your way. It's not going to work, right? Because that's what really destruction is. It starts to crumble apart little by little by little until there's like nothing but ruins. And the only thing you can do is really sweep up the rubble and start over and rebuild, right? So that's what I'm strongly getting here in your current energy. Now I am seeing with this Chariot that with this ending, with this destruction and this new creation or this new beginning, that you may be having or working toward. It's going to benefit your home life. It's going to benefit your idea of home, your family, and it's going to be successful because the Chariot represents you moving toward your goals in a successful way. You're reaching those benchmarks or those things that you kind of wanted for yourself, right? So let's go ahead and clarify this Chariot here and see what's going on. All right, we have a lot of cards, too many. Can I clarify the Chariot, please, Spirit? Clarify the Chariot, please. You might have dreams or goals that you've been thinking about. And now that maybe some of these obstacles are removed from your path, you're able to see more clearly and you're able to reach those things. Okay. Yeah, now we're having the Chariot in reverse. You're having a lot of cards that come up and then down. It's very funny. And he was just saying the obstacles that were in your path are now being removed once this Tower moment happens. This ending, this unexpected kind of ending, or maybe it's somewhat expected, but maybe somebody in the past was not allowing it to kind of happen, but now it may be happening. Okay, so tell me about the Tower. Tell me about the Tower. This destruction for the sake of creation. Why is the Tower here? The Eight of Swords. You may have felt, Libra, that when it came to this situation or this person, that you felt completely bound to this person, like stuck, and you felt like you could not see a way out. You felt like you were tied to this scenario, and you just didn't really see a way to logically get out of this, right? Which is what really that Two of Swords represents. It's like you feeling almost like blindfolded or shackled. But the thing with the Eight of Swords is, when it comes up in reverse, it's like you're starting to have a different mindset about it. And you're starting to realize that all of those thoughts about being stuck were really just self-defeating thoughts. It was like having a negative mindset, right? Self-defeating, self-talk, self-limiting behavior. Once you were able to kind of figure out that you weren't actually stuck in this situation, you started to see things differently, which may have led itself to this, Chariot energy. So let's go to your future, near future. I'm showing the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So with the Nine of Cups, the nines are about self. They have to do with how you feel about yourself. With the Nine of Cups, I love this card because it's like all of your dreams coming true, right? It's like your hopes, your dreams. It's how you feel about yourself. Like it's self-love, feeling emotionally abundant and emotionally insecure so that you can emotionally secure so that you can move forward with your plans. Now, I am seeing the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, which does indicate to me that this person that you may be involved in, or this could even be you, is kind of looking maybe for a quick fix to a situation, because when this card is in reverse, this has to do with somebody who's not really good at planning for the long haul. This is somebody who's like not really able to make an investment long term. So let's see what this is about. Let's get some more cards here for that. It's kind of also like an untapped potential kind of card. It's like, you worked hard and you planned and you kind of did your homework and like put in the time, but then when it came down to it, you rushed things along and kind of ruined the end effect of things, right? Because you were being hasty. So it's like the things that maybe you were counting on to come to fruition just didn't, or that potential was not met. So let's see what this is. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Why is the Seven of Pentacles? Let's see what's going on. We have the Ace of Cups, yeah. So this energy, whether this is you or your person, and you have the Three of Pentacles, is showing me that either you or your person, or people that you might be dealing with in the near future, are going to be having, or you're going to be having a hard time working together, cooperating, collaborating on an end project, or like arriving at a destination about something, crossing the finish line, so to speak, right? It has to do with this Ace of Cups in reverse. So this person may be very hasty. This person may be somebody who doesn't work well with others, or is just not willing to see things from someone else's point of view. And because of that, there may be a missed opportunity in love here. All right. Now you have the Five of Swords in reverse. Now this person may have been someone in the past that you had been arguing with. And perhaps at the time, things were being said that were very harsh and very hurtful, or behaviors were displayed that were very rash and painful and hurtful. And this person is really wishing that they could go back and take these things back. They're like, wow, I really shouldn't have said what I said. I wish it wouldn't have gone down like that. Because now the two of you are kind of like in this icky feeling between the two of you where things are just not right. There's definitely like, you know, the elephant in the room, you know, the air is thick, you could cut it with a knife kind of energy. And moving forward, you know, that could cause a problem for you, I'm seeing. But I like that the Nine of Cups is here, because it is showing me that, you know, you want to feel like emotionally you can stand on your own and you feel good about yourself, which is the most important part. Let's clarify this Ace of Cups, this missed opportunity here in reverse. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Why is the Ace of Cups here? Let's see what's going on. All right, yeah, I'm getting the Six of Cups. I'm getting the Justice card in reverse, and I'm getting the Ten of Wands in reverse. So Libra, here's your card, Justice, right? But it's in reverse. So what I'm strongly getting is that perhaps the reason that you were having such a hard time with this ending was because with this person, you had a long-standing history with this person. This isn't somebody that you just like dated, right? This is somebody that you've been around a long time with the Six of Cups, because that represents like nostalgia. It represents like possibly having children with this person, you know, memories that go way back, fond memories, okay? But for whatever reason, over time, you started to feel like things were unfair. Things were becoming problematic. There may have been like a separation, possibly, or divorce, where you felt like things did not work out in your favor, or you might have just felt like you were treated unjustly or very unfairly. And here with this Ten of Wands, it's like you're wanting that closure. You want to be able to put down that weight that you've been carrying around on your shoulders, that emotional and psychological weight. You want to be able to put that burden down, right? But you're still having a very hard time. But it's showing that you're very, very tired of all this. You're like so exhausted from carrying this burden around, and you're kind of done, right? And that could be why, you know, with this Three of Pentacles coming up and this Five of Swords, it's showing me that like there may have been a lot of arguing, you know, in the past, and even moving forward, you know, this person wishes that they could take back what had been said, or possibly make amends even, right? But the bottom line is there's going to be this like missed opportunity here, because this person is just not in it for the long haul. All right. So let's get some advice from Spirit and see what's going on. Okay, Spirit, can you please give me some advice for Libra moving forward? Can I have some advice for Libra moving forward? What advice do you have for Libra? What messages do you want them to know? What advice do you have for them for Libra? Let me know when you're ready. Okay, so you have the Hermit Major for Virgo, you have the Nine of Wands, and you have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So what I'm strongly getting here is that you may be feeling like you're not quite ready to give up yet, okay? Or your person may be not ready to give up yet, because with the King of Wands, this is a mature masculine energy, typically fire energy, right? So this could be Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. And then you have the Nine of Wands also. So typically this is a very stable energy. in a king. But this is also somebody who's like a real fireball, right? They go after what they want. They're very motivated, very determined. They usually get what they want. This is somebody with a lot of self-esteem. They're assured. They feel like they usually, get what they're after. And this person is like feeling like they're not willing to give up yet, possibly, right? This Nine of Wands. They're not willing to quite throw in the towel. They're tired. Maybe you guys have been fighting, but they're not quite ready, to throw in the towel. They're still like holding a torch for you, maybe. And with this Hermit card, the Hermit represents Virgo, but it really has to do. So sorry, I'm recovering from bronchitis. The Hermit really has to do with you kind of needing to go within and spend some time alone so that you can really do a bit of introspection and self-reflection, kind of problem solve, but not, in a way where you're relying on your friends and your social circles to kind of comfort you. This is something like you need to get through alone. This is something where you're kind of going within and trying to problem solve and kind of trying to shed light on a situation where maybe there was like darkness before. And you're trying to figure out like exactly maybe how you want to handle this. So if this is you, if this is the person who doesn't want to throw in the towel yet, and you want to be motivated and keep working towards that, then Spirit is showing me that the way to handle that is to kind of take some time alone and figure out what it is that you want. Now, if this is your person who wants to keep working this out, that energy is still going to be the same. You're still going to have to go in and kind of figure out what it exactly is that you do want out of this, okay? Now, because I am showing with the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups in reverse, there's a lot of disharmonious energy here between the two of you, okay? So I'm going to put that here. Let's clarify that and see what is coming out of it. Because remember, with this Five of Swords energy that came up at the end in your future placement, this person feels like they wish they could take things back. And they wish that they could repair or undo the damage that was done. But, sometimes once those statements leave our mouth, we can't put them back in. Once those hurtful words have been said or these spiteful actions have been done, it's like impossible. Yeah. And with that disharmonious energy, it's making you feel with this Nine of Cups that you are feeling a sense of feeling kind of unloved. It's leaving you in a place of feeling not very emotionally secure. In yourself, whereas down here in the future, you're feeling good. So perhaps like once this person kind of tells you that they maybe want to kind of not give up on this and kind of try to work things out, it's kind of making you feel insecure now because maybe, you were feeling kind of like a little bit better. And now this person may be kind of, sitting on the fence and kind of going back and forth with what their energy actually is. And again, you have this Judgment card here, which is your card. Perfect. Major for Libra, but it's in reverse. With the Judgment card in reverse. This is a direct message for you, Libra. Okay. Spirit, your ancestors are acknowledging that you are going to have to make a decision that can profoundly impact your future in a very big way. Right? Because this is like a huge shift in energy, this Judgment card. When this comes up, this is a card that kind of speaks to you having to kind of exhibit. It's kind of like a card like redemption. It has to do with redemption, right? Forgiving yourself, forgiving others for their past transgressions, but it also has to do with like release. It's like you're releasing all of this toxic energy. You're releasing everything you were trying to control, and you're kind of giving it up to the universe, and you're allowing the divine to kind of intervene on your behalf. Okay? With that being said, this card is in reverse, so it's kind of showing me that you're missing the signs here. Spirit is acknowledging that you may be missing the red flags that you need to see, or you're missing the signs in order to make an accurate judgment call about the situation and how you want to proceed. Okay? So I want you to think about all of that. Okay. I hope that this reading has helped you in some way, Libra. If so, please like, comment, share the video, and of course, always subscribe to my channel. Every little bit helps my family, especially those subscriptions, and I really, really appreciate your support so much. I hope to see you at your next reading, Libra, and please always remember to keep that gratitude in your heart no matter what, even when it's hard, okay? Thank you so much, and God bless, guys.